They stole his first term as president. These absolute liars who run around trying to act like they're the protectors of democracy completely ruined it, tried to undermine it at every turn and at the highest levels with lies, with out and out lies that were really serious, and changed foreign policy and changed the course of history in this country in Trump's presidency. And there must be accountability. There has to be actual criminal accountability for those who lied. And I can't wait to see this administration do it.
Megyn Kelly came out fighting like a really good boxer ready for a big match. And Hillary Clinton was the person she was going to fight against. With every mean comment, Kelly broke through all the fancy political stuff Clinton had built up over many years to protect herself. It wasn't just making fun of her. It was like taking apart a puzzle piece by piece, talking about every bad thing that happened, every time Clinton said different things. By the end, Clinton's perfect image looked more like a tower of cards that could fall down instead of a strong storm.
Hillary Clinton has a very weird and I think shitty marriage. I don't think she has a husband who is in love with her or faithful to her. And I think I can't really blame him because she seems to have accepted this behavior since the inception of their marriage. And so past this prologue, you're going to get what you tolerate. You know, what you permit, you promote. She spent all of her daughter's upbringing away, at work, at the law firm, in the White House, running for office, and
Hillary Clinton has spent many years in politics acting like she was definitely going to be important in history, acting like someone who was sure her spot was already saved. Megyn Kelly went after that made-up story like a powerful saw, tearing away the shiny fake image and showing everyone a career that wasn't built on doing good things but just on staying alive in politics. There was no being nice here, no careful criticism, just like using a sharp knife to cut straight through the fake story to show the ugly truth underneath.
Have in the Durham Annex, like full screen grabs of the Russian memos that the Dutch got their hands on and leaked to us, where the Russians are recounting exactly what they saw Leonard discussing about this Hillary Clinton fan and emissary, Julianne Smith, and how they were going to stop Trump, undermine Trump, but most importantly, distract from Hillary's email scandal.
If you like this video, please make sure to follow our channel and click the bell button. Kelly went straight after the main part of Hillary's brand, the act of being a wise, experienced leader. To Kelly, this wasn't being smart. It was just surviving political troubles by hiding behind powerful friends and connections that were strong enough to protect her from the bad things that would destroy smaller players. Hillary staying in politics for so long wasn't proof that she was super skilled. Kelly said it was proof of how much the system protects people when their name is useful enough.
She was doing all this. And back to Hillary, you know, the whole, she has a hat she's tweeted herself out wearing, but her emails. She's tried to turn it into this ridiculous joke, like, oh, but the moon landing, like you nutcases who are still railing about this made-up scandal, this thing that, you know, you've used to try to unfairly tar me. She did need to distract from that email scandal, which was around her neck like an albatross. Trust me, we were covering it every night on the Kelly File at Fox News. She had clearly violated the law with that homebrew server that had been accessed by foreign agents. She compromised national intelligence information. She did things she would never have allowed anybody at the State Department to do under her.
Then Kelly attacked the attitude of deserving things. Hillary's way of being in politics has always had that feeling of, you should give this to me. Every time she ran for office, every speech, every planned appearance showed that she expected to be the obvious choice, the safe person, the only grown-up around. Kelly destroyed that story, reminding everyone listening that thinking you deserve something is just being proud in a fancy outfit. You don't earn trust by thinking it's already yours. You earn it by actually doing good things. And for all of Hillary's important jobs, Kelly wanted to know where the amazing results were hiding.
Hillary Clinton, of course, is the original election denier. I'm sure you voted for her in 2016.
Well, she's not an election denier.
She absolutely was the OG election denier.
First of all, she came out before the sun had risen to concede the election to Trump.
And then spent the next 4 years saying he was illegitimate. He was an illegitimate president.
Okay, well, first of all, she didn't say he was an illegitimate.
Yes, she did.
You tell me exactly what she said.
She said those exact words repeatedly.
Kelly had no patience for the idea that Hillary's career has been all about helping the public. She painted it instead as a lesson in helping herself, a constant, planned climb up the ladder, no matter how many scandals tried to knock her down. Whitewater, Benghazi, the private email server, each one should have ended her political life. But Hillary survived them all, not by fixing the problems head-on, but by moving to the next opportunity before people stopped talking about the bad stuff. Kelly said it was like walking out of a burning building and going straight to take a nice photo.
And that leaves me back to Schellenberger here. This is page 4 of his report. He writes as follows: the Russian reports, again, that the Dutch spied on, that we got our hands on, also claimed, and listen to this, I mean, you probably already know this stuff, Glenn, but claimed that Attorney General Loretta Lynch, okay, this is back in 2016, people, remember, Obama's president, Loretta Lynch is his Attorney General, and her DOJ/FBI are investigating the Hillary Clinton email scandal. And also now we learn simultaneously working with the Hillary Clinton campaign to bury that scandal in favor of calling Trump a Russian agent. Okay.
So she didn't go easy on the fake behavior either. Hillary's public image depends heavily on saying she speaks for the underdog, for working people, for people who need help. But her list of people who give her money and her close friends look like a meeting of world leaders packed with Wall Street bosses, foreign leaders with bad records, and the kind of rich supporters who wouldn't know a regular American unless they were bringing them food at a fancy dinner. Kelly kept hitting that point until no one could ignore it. You can't say you fight for regular people while taking money from the very systems that keep those people down.
Okay. I mean, she conceded the election. Whether you're interpreting her disappointment at losing it as the same thing as Trump not conceding it, I don't know if that's where you're getting it from. But again, it's a tremendous false equivalency. You could ask Hillary Clinton right now who won that election. She will tell you Donald Trump won the election.
Now she knows she has to because of what Trump has.
The 2016 election was like an open cut that Kelly had no problem poking. She tore apart the proud attitude of a campaign run like a crowning ceremony, one that thought the public's love was guaranteed. Hillary didn't run by inspiring people. She ran by convincing them there was no other choice. Kelly also destroyed the excuse-filled explanation afterward. The long list of reasons she lost that never once included the simplest explanation. She was the wrong person for that moment. She didn't understand the voters she thought she had locked down. Kelly didn't stop at political mistakes. She went after the Clinton Foundation like it was a weak spot. No one had the courage to question the speeches about being honest, the promises of doing the right thing, all while running an organization that mixed charity and political power so much that it became impossible to tell where one ended and the other started. Kelly didn't use nice words. It was a way to buy access dressed up like helping people.
She got away with murder. Lock her up was right and righteous. And Trump actually should have gone after her when he took office back in 17, January of 17. The only reason it appears that the FBI didn't go after her is because the fix was in. And Loretta Lynch was really clear she wasn't going to do that to Hillary and was telling the Hillary campaign.
Hillary's attempts to change her image also got torn apart. Every few years, she comes back with a new attitude, new clothes, a slightly different personality meant to feel fresh. But Kelly cut through the costume changes like a surgeon. It's the same plan, the same talking points, the same planned pauses and speeches designed to look human. Being real, Kelly reminded her audience, isn't something you can plan in your calendar between fancy donor lunches. And then there was the media helping her. Kelly burned the way much of the press has spent years making Hillary's image look better, either making controversies seem small or saying they were just mean attacks. The problem, Kelly said, is that this doesn't protect democracy. It protects a politician from the very checking that should be required. When the media becomes like a PR team, the public stops getting facts and starts getting propaganda. Behind the fancy words and polished speaking is a steady diet of empty phrases, lines created to sound deep without ever promising to do anything truly risky or life-changing. Kelly compared them to junk food. They fill the space. They feel good at the moment, but they leave you no better off than before you heard them.
This woman should be in jail. Literally, Hillary Clinton should be behind bars. And so should the people who worked for her who did this. This is so blatantly corrupt. She wanted to distract from her email scandal. She cooked up a plan to accuse Trump of being a Russian agent in order to distract.
And while Hillary has become really good at showing herself as someone who never stops fighting for women, Kelly wasn't buying it. Fighting for a cause means putting the cause before yourself. And Kelly argued that Hillary's version has always been about mixing the two so tightly you can't separate them. Support her and you're supporting the cause. Criticize her and you're attacking the cause. It's a political shield disguised as moral high ground. Kelly then dragged the after-White House career into the light. The expensive speaking jobs, the high-profile media projects, the constant public appearances that keep her in the conversation without the hard work of holding office. It was about someone who never stops trying to survive, a master of looking good, and a career politician whose greatest success might be convincing the world that just surviving is the same as leading.
Look, we kind of have to do this for window dressing, but don't worry, I've got you. That's what's alleged in these documents. And Hillary has been acting like she's the one who's been wronged. This is all a made-up scandal, and the evil Trump who said she ought to be behind bars is so out of line. Meanwhile, Trump didn't do it. Everybody knows Trump didn't go after her criminally with his DOJ when he took office. And yet, as soon as he was out of office, they did it to him.
Hillary's public image makeover attempts have become a repeating comedy show by themselves. A spinning ride of staged coffee shop visits, awkward laughing sessions, and moments that feel more practiced than a Broadway show. Every few years, it's a rebranding mission. One year, she's the grandmother next door baking cookies and sharing family stories. The next, she's the fearless world leader standing on a debate stage like she's trying out for the role of commander-in-chief in an expensive political movie. And through it all, the thing that stays the same is not her message, but how fake it all feels. She doesn't just have talking points. She has emotional signals built into her performance, as if someone off camera is holding up "smile" and "be relatable" signs like it's a TV comedy show taping. For many years, there's been this hanging promise that if she just gets the right platform, she'll explain it all and the world will suddenly understand. But every time that opportunity comes, it's another round of unclear words, sneaky changes of subject, and rewritten history. It's not really an explanation as much as it is a long exercise in remembering only certain things.
She made up a scandal about Trump being a Russian asset. And they banked on the intel agencies working with her to perpetuate this lie, and it appears they were only too happy to assist. That's what this scandal's about. Pieces of it we knew. New pieces are coming in by the day thanks to these declassifications. And it's downright shocking. Do not believe that there's no there there. People who are saying that are wrong. They're wrong.
Megyn hits that point hard, taking apart Hillary's habit of showing herself as the forever victim of being misunderstood or political attack campaigns. Even when the controversies were often caused by her own actions, it's as if the only thing that stays the same in Hillary's political weather report is heavy clouds of misunderstanding caused completely by everyone else. She has perfected the art of turning personal responsibility into a group project where the blame is spread out until no one can recognize it. The mean comments cut deeper when Megyn dives into Hillary's brand of feminism, which seems less about helping women in general and more about protecting Hillary's own image. It's using equality as a weapon. Every criticism gets repackaged as sexism, even when it's about real actions or policies. The assumption wasn't just that she could win, but that she should win. That being president was a chapter already written, just waiting for the calendar to catch up.
God bless our servicemen and women, the guys in uniform, the guys who liberated the world. Such a great reminder of the best America has to offer and the responsibility we all share in securing our nation's future. Unfortunately, this being political season, not everyone took the high road. Take a look at this tweet from Hillary Clinton. 80 years ago today, thousands of brave Americans fought to protect democracy on the shores of Normandy. This November, all we have to do is vote. She can't let it go, even on a day like this. Well, to her, because for the rest of us, our minds and our hearts are in the right place.
When reality didn't match the script, it wasn't explained as her strategy failing or her not connecting with voters, but as a national mistake, a weird accident that messed up the natural order. Megyn tears into that attitude like it's perfect material for making fun of, because it is. The roasting gets stronger when Megyn talks about Hillary's media dance, the way she acts friendly with news outlets when they say nice things, then treats them like enemies when the coverage changes. She's the politician who will happily enjoy glowing articles about how strong she is, then attack the same reporters as unfair the moment the story turns critical. It's a business relationship dressed up as mutual respect. And it's as see-through as it is manipulative. Even Hillary's so-called honest moments are full of planning. People know the pattern now. The polished speech, the sidestep, the well-timed blame shifting, the moving blame around. It's not a mystery. It's a well-documented routine. And the longer she sticks to it, the harder it is to convince anyone she's grown beyond the political game player she's always